But I want to do something. Do not come into the room. I am filming. Are you going insane? I am. So we've been in quarantine for like, I don't know how long. It's been months. Definitely been months. But we just did something. But I've gone insane. Usually I like being in the house. I'm one of those people that, like, if someone asks me to go out, I'll go. I love going out. But you know, after a few hours, I want to go home. Even at sleepovers, I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be so excited to go. And then it's time to sleep, and I'm not in my bed. I'd much rather be home. This right now, this is not even my bed. I'm in between moving places, so I'm staying with my boyfriend's family. They're super nice. I'm so happy that they did this for me. But I want to go home. I don't have a home right now. I don't move for another few weeks. And so I keep telling myself, I'm going to film when I move. I'm going to film blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this when I move. I always say I'll do something later. But I'm like,
why don't you do it now?
Why don't I do anything now? I'm going insane. So that's why I'm here, to let you know that you are not alone. So here are some ways that I've been dealing with the quarantine, just to keep myself a little bit level-headed. So first thing I do is I put on actual clothes. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen this outfit already, more than you should. But this is honestly my favorite fake going out clothes, because these pants are so comfortable. I got these pants from Eggy, and you'll never guess where I got this shirt. I also got it from Eggy. I went to this event thing called a Rare Day, and then they were giving out the shirts, and girl, I took it, and I'm so happy I took it. 'Cause look at this. This is so cute. I'm lucky I got the right size because you couldn't try it on. They were just little plastic things. I've had my hair in these twists. I've had my hair in these twists for like 2 weeks. I think I'm taking them out today. So I'm filming because part of the reason I'm filming is because I want to get some use out of them. You're not gonna get away with not looking at these. These took longer than they needed to, especially for the bad quality. Terrible quality. Not the hair. The hair was great. Me, the quality, bad. Bad quality, me. But we're not gonna self-deprecate today. We're tired of that. So yes, what was I even talking about? One of the things that I've been doing to make sure I feel better in this quarantine is actually putting some real clothes on. Because I realized that if I just stay in my pajamas, I don't want to do anything. But I want to do something. I'm not even using a tripod today because, you know, I'm moving. So like my tripod's in a box and I don't want to find it. So I have different other boxes stacked on this chair. Do you want to see? I have the box that I got this camera in. I have a Cards Against Humanity game, and I have a box that my phone case came in. And I'm putting the camera right here. Oh my gosh. That's where my life is at right now. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. Don't mind me. I was just talking to my best friend, Dom. This is my best friend. Another thing I've been doing to keep my sanity, kinda, is playing Animal Crossing. This game very quickly took over my life again. When I first got it, New Leaf, like in 2013, 2014. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh my gosh, animals you talk to. I love it. And so I asked for it for Christmas and I got it. And then years passed and I stopped playing. And then I saw that Animal Crossing New Horizons was coming out and I knew I had to get it. But I didn't have a Switch. So my boyfriend bought me a Switch for my birthday because he's amazing. And then it's this one. It's the limited edition Animal Crossing Switch. So of course I'm going to use it. And yes, the only game I have on there is Animal Crossing. But it's to talk to my best friend. This is my best friend. We're wearing shades. Actually, Animal Crossing's been pretty therapeutic, if I do say so myself. Except when you want to start terraforming, then you have to like actually think of ideas. And no, I haven't finished terraforming. Don't ask me about my island. But it's 5 stars and that's all that matters. It has gotten a bit repetitive, I have to admit it. But when I play it, it's suddenly been 3 hours. And I haven't eaten. And I need to remember that I actually have a real life outside of this perfect heaven that I call my island. I named my island. Ah! Ah! It's literally capital A H H H H H H. It's 6 H's. But yeah, this is my residence. Aren't they cute? But I'll get back to that later. You know, the more I talk, the more I'm realizing that filming is actually kind of therapeutic. I've always had this thing where like, I love editing videos. I do. I find that very fun. I don't know why. But it takes a long time and I don't realize it because I love it so much. The thing I realize that I have to get used to is filming. Because what else am I gonna edit? But the more I talk to this camera, the more I'm getting used to it. And I kinda like it. But I kinda don't because you don't think about it, but it's a lot harder than it sounds. But ever since I bought this really expensive camera, I realized I need to put it to use. Like, girl, your biggest excuse has been,
I don't have a camera. I don't have.
You have the camera now, so use it. Anyways. You may call this an oily face, I call it dewy. Something else I've been doing to really use my time wisely is my nails. I learned how to do my own nails. Now I'm not gonna like zoom in too much because then you'll see exactly how bad they are. I used to get my nails done every month. I'd go to the salon, get my cute little dip powder nails, spend the $40 a month. I'm not doing that anymore. I can't do that anymore. I don't have money coming in like I used to. So I bought a dip powder kit and I've been doing them myself. I slowly get better every time. You see, they're kind of bad, but they get the job done. I just like having my nails done. Ever since I started getting them done when I was like 20, 19, I feel incomplete without it. I had a job where I couldn't have my nails done. I'm a barista. I was. But one place I worked at, I couldn't get them done. And I felt so incomplete. I don't need to have my makeup on. But I need to have my nails ready. It's a new skill to acquire. Will I go back to nail salons when they open again and everything's fine in the world? Like it was ever fine? Maybe. Maybe I'll go for like my birthday when I want to be like pampered. But I can save so much money by just doing it myself. Another thing that I've been trying to do more is draw things on my iPad. I did this even before quarantine started, but like I've never had this much time in the world. So I've been practicing my skills on Procreate. This is my lock screen. I drew that. Very subpar, but very therapeutic. I've been really liking monstera plants lately, ever since I got one in Animal Crossing. So I've been drawing them. And honestly, I think about taking that picture, getting it printed out, and using it as decor for the next place that I live. I can't afford pretty art pieces, so I'm gonna make my own pretty art pieces and hang them up. Like I said, I use Procreate on my iPad, I also use Procreate to make my end card, the one you're gonna see. This one, yes? Yes, this one. I made that on Procreate. I've just been trying to be better at making art. Not only better at like the art itself, but also better at working on it. I'm kind of an art student. I plan on going to school for design and stuff. For like the interior design, fashion design, I don't know. But right now I'm just dipping my little fingers into all the arts. Also, since I'm like applying to universities this year, I need to upgrade my portfolio. I usually draw myself. The ultimate muse. I drew my phone screen here too. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the original photo. But yeah, that's just a picture of me and my boyfriend, Justin. He's great. I don't know how to end this part. Another thing I'm gonna try and do more again is exercise. Because at the beginning of this quarantine, I think I exercised a decent amount. I worked out 5 times a week for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped. Why did she stop? I wanna get back into at least stretching every day, because I experience a lot of back pain, and I'm not that old, so that should not be a problem. And lastly, the thing I've been doing more this quarantine than I have ever done in my entire life is sleeping. I have never slept this much in my entire life. Like I said earlier, I'm a barista. I was a barista, and I worked morning shifts, like opening shifts, since I was like 18. I've been working morning jobs, and my first job required me to be at work at 4:30 in the morning. Remember that. I thought it would make me a morning person. That's not true at all. And then when I moved back here, I got another job. I started working like noon shifts, and then they made me a barista at that grocery store. And then I started working the 7 a.m. shifts. I walked to work, so I thought it would be fine. I am not a morning person. And then I quit that job after a few years, and then I wanted to be a barista again because that's what I'm good at. And they made me a barista and a host. Hosting, I had to be at work at 6 a.m. And then 1 or 2 days out of the week, I'd be barista. The coffee shop opens at 5 a.m. To open up a coffee shop by yourself, it'd take about half an hour. So I had to be at work at 4:30 a.m. I can't sleep early for my life. I can't. I try. It doesn't happen. There are many times where I had that 4:30 a.m. shift, and I wasn't in bed until 1 a.m. I wasn't doing anything. I just can't sleep. But I've been waking up at like noon, 1 p.m. I don't like that. I realized that sleeping in that late, it's kind of overrated. I enjoy it more when I wake up at like 8, 9. That seems more decent. That seems like what decent human beings do. So I'm gonna try and do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. And that's something I'm gonna work on this quarantine. But I will say, the excessive amount of sleep has been great. My skin looks great. I've never slept this much in my entire life. And I'm hoping that when this is all over, I still get good amount of sleep, but I also don't want to wake up at 4 in the morning again to work a job for someone else. I mean, like, waking up at like 9 is fine. I'll do that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I've been handling quarantine. Hopefully you're doing better. Hopefully you're not doing worse. I think we can all agree that this has been a really weird time. People have been going back to like bars and stuff before they close again. That's dumb. That's dumb. But yeah, I miss being outside for the most part. I think I might go on a walk one of these days. Might. But for the most part, trying to take advantage of all the time I have because I never had this much time in my life, and I'm just gonna make the most out of it. I'm making videos. I've been wanting to make videos since I was like 10 years old. So this is big for me. So there's one thing I can add to this video. It's that you are not alone. We're all going through it to some degree. So keep the hope in there. Try and find a new hobby. Get some sleep. Normal sleep, not 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. noon sleep. But other than that, I hope this video was kind of entertaining. I need to work on these outros. But thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next one, because there will be a next one, because I'm dedicating my time to this. Bye.